Welcome back to After the Whistle. I'm David Gibson. Velva senior wrestler Gunnar Mogan had his sights set on a state title for the last 5 years after seeing his brother win one in 2016. Now both brothers can say, we're champions.
I wanted to be a state champ since I saw my brother win it my 7th grade year. Got to watch some stands, and I knew right then I wanted to stand on top of the podium. I wanted to get my hand raised in the Fergo Dome with everybody watching. You know, it's been my goal since then.
After watching his brother win a state championship, Gunnar got to work. Prior years at state, he placed 4th, 2nd, and then 3rd place last season.
A lot of work, I'm not gonna lie. Putting a lot of extra hours after practice, before practice, on the weekends. I wanted to be an undefeated state champ this year. I had 1 loss, so at that point, it really motivated me to put in a lot more work because I knew what I was doing then wasn't going to be enough.
Gunner's put in so much time this year. He's been the first one in the practice. He's been by far the last one to leave. Each night it's 30 to 45 minutes after everybody else is out of here that he's still sat here and working.
Gunnar says the biggest thing he learned throughout the season is to be coachable and not be stubborn.
Someone told me, you gotta quit doing that so much because it's easy for people to train for and to stop. So I threw that out. I used it once between when that person told me to stop using it and the state tournament.
Whenever Gunnar and the Aggies got to the state tournament, head coach Chad Barstead told him to keep his eyes on the prize.
Right now, we said you can't look at that semifinal match or you can't look at that quarterfinal match. You just look at the next match. You can't get too far ahead of yourself because it only takes a split second for one thing to happen where it derails your goals for that tournament.
Told me to stay focused, do what I do. You know, don't change my style just for other opponents. Make opponents change their style to me. You know, score a lot of points. It's been precise with my attacks. You know, don't give up any easy takedowns. You know, stay technically sound. Don't do anything dumb because in wrestling, one bad move and you're out of the tournament. So, you know, stay focused.
With laser focus and determination, Gunnar Mogan became a 2021 state champion in the 138 weight class, a journey that has come full circle.
All I remember is standing up, throwing my hands in the air, and then the ref telling me to take off my ankle band. So I looked up at the crowd and I couldn't really see anything. But I was just super happy. I had tears in my eyes, you know. But yeah, it was awesome.
Oh man, it was awesome. We knew how much it meant to him. You get out of wrestling what you put into it, but it's not always the best wrestler that it ends up standing on top of the podium at the end of the year. And I honestly believe this year that was the case. He put in the most work, and I honestly feel he was the best wrestler in his bracket this year at 138.
Gunnar isn't just satisfied with his championship. He wants others to follow in his footsteps to put their names on the champion's wall.
You know, the biggest thing that I think that as coaches that we've seen from Gunnar this year was his ability to start teaching the younger kids. And you know, Gunnar was able to, you know, transform his style a little bit as a senior even, but what he did for the younger kids in the group and taking the time for them to make sure they're progressing, we really seen a big improvement on that part of it. Kids that put in the extra time after practice, before practice, that makes a difference on how far you're gonna climb on that podium.
Work hard. That's all there is to it. Don't be stubborn. Don't be afraid to take advice. Learn to deal with losses. Don't forget about them completely, but don't let them consume you.
Now Gunnar will take his talents to Minnesota State Moorhead and join the Dragons wrestling program.